Is this a bad idea?
This is the next chapter for two best friends turned creators whose wild ideas have produced some of the most watched commercials on the internet.
So join us as we take a huge leap. We're Jon and Danny.
And this is Randomonium.
As long as I've known Danny, he's had a lot of ideas. Some of them really good. And some of them really bad. This whole book is full of the bad ones that I've secretly written down for as long as I've known him.
To be fair, they're pretty bad.
Here's the plan. We're gonna take some of these bad ideas and bring them to life. Eeny, meeny, miny, oh. Idea number 39. Quote, I wanna make a video of a monkey riding an alligator like a horse. Nobody's ever seen that before.
I don't think anybody has ever seen it. First of all, I think they're natural enemies.
There's probably a reason no one's ever seen that before. Bad idea number 5. Hey, you guys wanna rent The Pest?
Now this is just a gross exaggeration of what's a bad idea. Like, these are supposed to be things we could do, and you guys just didn't want to watch a movie.
It's a bad movie.
Yeah, it's worse than I remembered.
Let's find one of these that we can actually do. Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
Quote, I've always wanted a car-mounted missile launching system that I can trigger from my steering wheel. It's kind of a good idea, too.
When I was a kid, I wanted to do this before I had a driver's license, but now my job is to do silly things on the internet for your entertainment.
Adult Danny has some ideas on how we can do this.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. We just launched this channel and we're in a new space that we have to turn into a studio. The problem is it's actually an office building and we need a way to tell our neighbors, quiet on the set.
In a traditional studio, there was a switch that they'd hit and it would light up a big recording light. But those were the old days. We think we can do a little better than that. This is a standard model rocket, but, for science, we gotta see exactly what it does. Danny and I haven't launched model rockets since we were in 8th grade, so we're gonna just test this out and make sure it seems safe.
3, 2, 1. There it goes, and it's in the lake.
We almost lost it.
It is on the coast. I love that smell. Like, reminds me of the 4th of July.
The instructions say it's a bad idea to turn the rocket sideways. These guys get it.
We are professionals.
Like I said, this was in a book full of bad ideas, so.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, that's satisfying.
That was cool.
We just launched a missile across a big field. We just launched a missile.
Rocket.
Yeah, rocket.
This makes me excited to not blow up my car.
I think this is gonna work, so maybe it's not such a bad idea, Jon.
The thing is, I want bigger engines that we can't get at the store, so we're gonna go off grid.
What's this guy's name?
Thank you for calling Wholesale Model Rocketry Supplies since 1981.
It's a little shady because it's not a real store.
Our fax number is area code 618-477.
So we just fax them?
Please speak very slowly, very loudly. May I be of service to you?
Hi, yeah. My name's Danny. I called you a little earlier and missed you, I think.
So we finally get a hold of this man, Ron, and he was really upset with the phone company, honestly.
And I can barely hear you. You might feel some static, on the back end of the phone.
He asked me to fax him in an order. I don't know how to fax. I don't have a fax machine.
We'll figure out our order, and then we'll figure out how to fax it to this guy.
That's probably the bigger challenge, honestly.
And then he's gonna leave it under his carport.
Hey, we're gonna make it work.
It feels like we're sneaking into somebody's house that we shouldn't be in. There's no trespassing signs.
This is clearly not a rocket shop. This is a dude's house. A dude who loves ballistics. Rocket Ron.
Yep, there's our stuff.
And then there's just a stack of cardboard boxes on a table that says Danny.
It's our box of rockets?
The fact that I just paid cash to make a missile launcher for my car I think now that the FBI's seen this video, I'm on some lists.
A very important part of this process is making sure we have the right switches. And I'm not talking about making sure they work. I just mean they have to feel right. We need those old-fashioned metal, takes a little bit of effort to and it has that click. So yeah, I'm doing the important part of this job.
I cannot wait to do this.
Is this gonna work? I give it about a, yeah, probably, % chance.
Take to the skies and get a piece of the action with the Thunderbolt drone by FAO Schwartz. This modern piece of air superiority is made from lightweight foam, ensuring it won't cause living room collateral damage. Within its body, you'll actually find a rechargeable quadcopter packed with features. And with its easy-to-use controller, you'll have no trouble taking to the skies. And when things get rough, a single button press can help you evade bogeys. Find your inner fighter pilot with the Thunderbolt drone by FAO Schwartz. So we got all the parts from the hardware store, and I've laid it all out on the table. Got a lot of wire, got a bunch of different switches. I think it's gonna work. So the first switch is to arm the system, and the following 3 will launch the missiles. And now I have to figure out how to wire this all up so it will actually launch a missile. I made a amateur sketch here, a schematic that kind of lays it all out. I've got color-coded wires, so hopefully I can keep it all straight and organized. I'm not the most organized person, so we'll see. So if I flip missile 1, nothing happens. Well, that's because the system's not armed. It's a safety check, so arm your system, flip missile 1, missile fire. So we used to have a light that we would tap here and it would say recording, but it required batteries and it was kind of a pain to open the door, so we thought, why not just say, Alexa, turn on the recording light.
Okay.
We're recording.
We're being as safe as we can. We found a long, straight, open road with nobody around and a big empty field at the end for launching missiles into. We're attaching cameras.
I just hope the suction cups hold.
Danny's wild idea from childhood is coming to life. I'm proud of him. Before we drive the car, we're gonna just fire these missiles and see if everything's working.
We've never actually fired this thing, so it's all wired up and ready to go.
Oh, it's working.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Child Danny had the dream. Adult Danny's gonna live the dream.
System on.
Moment of truth. Whoa! Did you see that? I was a little scared. Just a little scared there. He found it. I think he found it.
I did not hit a bird. I just scared it.
We killed a rocket though. That was so cool.
Let's do it again.
Kick the tires and light the fires. Woo!
It's fast, but it is cool. Yes! Yes! I don't know if it's like the inner child, but this is really, really cool. Pure joy.
No one's gonna mess with me at this point.
Here we go. System on.
Let's do this! Yeah! Yes! We always say there are no bad ideas in a brainstorm. And what that means is don't be afraid of bad ideas, because what might seem dumb now might actually turn into a cool video. Next time we do this, what are we doing differently?
They're gonna blow up.
Subscribe.